Chairperson of First Global, joining in on the phone line. Devina, thank you so much for joining in. We've heard a bunch of bullish commentary that has come in, and it's also at these times where we need to, also not lose sense of perspective. Now that the up move has happened on the markets, where do you see the risks emanating from, and what kind of sectors would you still back despite the rally that we've seen?
Hi, I'm outside, so I can't see your screen, but I bet you have confetti and balloons and so on. But coming back to the market view, my view has been kind of twofold on two fronts. One is the medium-term outlook where I remain positive, and one is like a 1-2 month volatility possibility where there is still a possibility of some volatility. So as far as our PMS is concerned, we have hedged ourselves because we always err on the side of caution in case there is a big move, down move at any point. But since we remain positive on a 1-2 year basis, we are fully invested. So we are not in cash because you can't afford to miss out on an up move also. So that's broadly been the case. The other part, which I have been warning about for some time, has been the frothy end of the market. So we have largely steered clear of companies with, let's say, less than 5,000 crore market cap. So that's been the strategy, so as not to get caught out in those kind of areas, because a lot of new investors don't remember how much small caps can fall. The whole index fell almost 80% in 2008-9, fell almost 2/3 in 2018-19. So that's been the broad strategy. In terms of sectors, one sector which I've been speaking about for a long time has been capital goods and industrial machinery, where we've been overweight since October 2021. Most people sort of discovered it about a year ago. But the question now we ask is whether the run is over. We have cut back, but we are still overweight. Where we have been overweight last year and a half has been auto components, pharmaceuticals, some construction. So that still continues even after our rebalance in April. Where we have added in the last month and a half has been metals. So that's broadly in terms of sectoral themes that we are playing.
You know, Devina, we may not be having confetti and balloons right now, but the ones who would surely be having that are the ones who invested in PSUs since last year. What's your call there? Is there more upside left for the PSUs going forward, considering the election outcome and the hopes of continuing of the same government going forward?
PSUs actually, I mean, there are many diverse things in there. So right from the manufacturing companies to the banks to, let's say, the oil companies and all that. So I don't like to talk of it as one big lumpy thing, because our decisions are fairly sectoral and fairly company by company. As far as the election outcome is concerned, I don't think, that should be an overhang on PSUs, logically speaking, because not many of your viewers may remember, they may be too young to remember, but 20 years ago there was a big electoral upset when the NDA government actually advanced the elections by 6 months because they were so confident of winning, and then it was an absolute shock decision where most of the cabinet also lost their seats, and as you know, the market was circuit down, trading was halted, but the market forgot it in like a week's time, and that 1 year was among the best years in the market history. So I think we spend too much time thinking about elections and politics. The market has a logic of its own.
Take that point. Always good to hear the voice of reason and get a sense of perspective. Thanks a lot, Devina, for joining in, bringing us up to speed with all that has happened in the past, and reminding viewers that equities, no matter the kind of move that we've seen on the upside, is still a risk asset. So better to err on the side of caution itself. Always a pleasure listening to you, even more so when the markets are moving the way they are. 22,830 on the Nifty. What we'll do is we'll take your leave on the equity part of the show right now. Come back on the other side. Manisha Gupta joins in with all things commodities.